Hello, welcome back, friends and family. So today we're gonna continue with our assembly. So we're gonna go ahead and press SolidWorks, open up, new assembly, and we're gonna start by importing our parts. So let's start with our crankshaft. Okay, so now you have your crankshaft. Click on that. Okay, now as you can try to click on it and try to move it, it's gonna be fixed. So you wanna right click it, and where it says float, click on float so you can make it float now like this. Okay, perfect. Alright, so down on the tree menu, let's see, we have front, top, right. Let's click on right. So make it perpendicular, right? Alright, so this is where we're gonna create a sketch on the right plane. Okay, create a sketch. So before you do sketch, we're gonna change our units to millimeter grams seconds. So we have that, and so we're gonna do a sketch on this plane, and we're gonna create. Let's see. So we're okay. We're allowed to sketch here. So it's okay. I'm gonna create this line like this. All right. Press escape. Create more lines from this here from the end. Okay, and we're gonna create 5 lines. What we're gonna build in here. We're gonna create our path, our axis, our rotation for the crankshaft. So we need one more, right? I said 5. So okay. So now we're gonna create distances between these two. Uh, so from here to here, it's gonna be 114 millimeters. 114 millimeters. Let me press Control A, Control Copy, because we're gonna do it for the other ones too. All right, so Control Copy, V, and then this one to this one too. So it's the distance from the piston bodies. Okay, and then from here to the origin, that's gonna be 91. Okay, correct. And then the front one is gonna be 156. 156. Enter. Okay. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna press escape. Let me see. We're gonna highlight, oh, not all the sketches, just the lines. Uh, Let me right click on this line. Does it allow me to? So options for construction, make it for construction. Same thing for this one for construction. So put all those lines for construction because this is just for construction purposes. For construction, and then even the bottom one for construction. Okay, perfect. And if you want, you can make all these lines. Let's see. We can just make them whatever size it's here. So 140 is fine. All right, cool. And just to make it more uniformity, let's say this line, this line, this line, this line, and this line, they're all equal. Just so we don't have any issues here. Okay. Okay. So I'm able to move the sketch down, right? Because it's not tied to anything. It's not bounded. So this point with this point, I'm gonna make it coincident. Okay, just like that. And then now we're gonna say that this point, or basically this whole line with the origin, it should be not. We want it to be horizontal. but which is going to be the end point. So this point and the origin point is going to be, make it coincident. Huh. Okay, it's already saying existing. Alright, so let me delete this one then. Oh, did I delete the whole thing? What did I do? It's fully defined, so alright, so here we go. So as long as it's horizontal, so okay, make consider, okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, now we're gonna exit the sketch. Okay, now we're gonna create on the assembly, we're gonna create mates. So we're gonna go with the concentric one. So concentric, click this line, and we're gonna create this cylinder here to make concentric. Okay, press OK. Alright, the next thing that we're gonna do is this surface here, and I'm gonna select this line. We're gonna make it coincident. Press OK. Let me escape here. So this is where I'm having trouble here. So I shouldn't be able to move it around. Alright, cool. It should always be like this in your software. Maybe my software might have trouble or just like lag, but you should always have it like this where it's lined up, where basically the center of this line is the center of this grooves here, right here, because where the piston is gonna go. Alright, so now we're gonna do the piston assembly, but I'm gonna do it backwards to be honest. Let's do it backwards. So maybe not. Let's don't worry about the crankshaft right now. So now we're gonna go to insert components. We're gonna insert everything that we have: the connecting rod, the connecting rod cap, the piston head, the piston pin, the piston ring. Open all those ones up. Connecting rod. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now what we're gonna do here is we are going to select this connecting rod. So we're gonna mate it. So we're gonna go to mate. Make sure you click that. Make sure this blue box here on the mate section is clear. So we want to go ahead and start by opening up our connecting rod here. So close these ones up. Look for the connecting rod. Open the connecting rod. And we want to look for, let's see, not the right plane, not the top plane, but the front plane. Go ahead and close that one up. Now we select the front plane here, and we're going to go to the piston head. And let's see, front, right. No, it's gonna, you don't want to perpendiculate this. You want to have it front as well. So these two are gonna be, I'll press OK. Coincident to one another. Okay, and then now that we have this, I'm gonna bring in this one at the end, the piston pin with the center, with the inside of the hole of the, and that's gonna be concentric with the hole of that what's called a piston head. Okay, good. And I'm gonna select the connecting rod and the surface of the pin, and that's gonna be concentric. Okay, press OK. So I have a lot of stuff. I have this whole tree here. I want to close it down. All right, so you can see. So this is where we at. But now we want to make sure that this pin goes in correctly. So let's pull it out a little bit. Let's pull it out because we want to have a coincident relationship where we have this edge, right here. Let me see if I can set that one to the edge, this edge right here. Select, click on it. Here, let me. It's acting weird. Alright, so let me delete this edge right here. Delete this edge. Let me click on this edge first. So I select that edge. And then now let me click on this one. Let me cancel the mate. Let's do it again. So the mate, that edge, and we want this edge. Okay, and oh, it's tangent. Okay, my bad. Okay, that's why it didn't work. Okay, get out of here now. So now we have successfully done this. Now let's bring in the connecting rod cap. Bring it down here. So go to mate, clear it out. No, make sure it's clear all the time. So now here we want to line up these holes. This hole must be concentric with this bottom hole right here. And it is concentric. Let's put it concentric. Okay. And then now this hole concentric with this hole. So it's concentric as well. Okay. Perfect. Now the last thing that we have to do is that we want to make this mate right here with the let me get out of here. Let me zoom out with here. That's going to be coincident. Press OK. So now we have this, and the piston ring. Now we're going to click, make it concentric with the center. I'm going to go with the bottom here. This with the inner of the piston ring. Okay, so now it's concentric. Okay, check that out. So it's right here. Where's it? Alright, so it's right here. So now the other thing that I'm going to do is select this bottom surface. There we go. And the bottom surface of the piston ring. I want to make another mate here. And that's going to be another coincident mate. Alright, perfect. So now we have this piston ring here. Right here. So I'm going to close out of the mate. Alright, perfect. So now we have that. Alright, so let's see. So hopefully on your sketch, should be okay. Let me press escape to see. So I'm gonna rotate this right here. So you see how my path here, the one that we created with this construction lines, like it was offset. Like I think it's because of my program. My computer is running slow or something. But it shouldn't be. It should have lined up. It should have already lined up. So the next thing we're gonna do, I know that we're missing other piston rings here. You can just fill them up by adding more. But I'll help you out right now. But you can, if you want to do it in the meantime, you can just do the same thing. Insert another piston ring and just do those mates. Because I want to show you a shortcut. But before we do that, let me show you how to do this other one. So go to mate. We're going to go to concentric. Oh, let me clear this out. concentric, and we want this part of the crankshaft, that one, and the inside of the connecting rod. Okay, so press OK. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, so the next thing that we want to do, we're going to go here to advanced mates, and we're going to go down to where it says width. Click on width, and we're going to select uh, the faces that we want. Okay, for the width selection, so we want to be inside here, inside this walls, and we also want to mark the other ones of the connecting rod outside here, like that. And because we go down, it's already constrained, it's center, so we're okay with that. And I'm gonna press exit here. Okay, so we are almost there. But the only thing is that now you see how we moved again? That's something that I'm not liking a lot for one bit. Because there's a special relationship that we have to build another mate, and this mate has to be a concentric mate. It's gonna be the line that we created here, this line. Let me see if I can highlight this line. Okay, the line sketch, and basically the face of this guy right here, of this piston head, and it has to be concentric. It has to be concentric. Press OK. Add this mate and over define the assembly. It's because it shouldn't have that. You shouldn't be able to. It shouldn't be able to ask you that. Let me see. Cancel here. Let me see if the mate got created because I don't want it. Go to mates. The width is the one that we have. Yeah, that's weird. Because you see how these lines are offset, and it shouldn't be like that. They should be back to where they were supposed to be. Oh man, I don't want to have this trouble. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what can I use to compensate for that? Oh, it has to be a mate. It definitely has to be this mate with this guy right here. It's giving me parallel. We're gonna just go with parallel right now, but it should be concentric. But let's go parallel. Okay, so let me see. Let me see how this movement's gonna go about. Let me hide this sketch. Alright. So far now it's working. Okay. So we're gonna keep it like this. It's working. Alright, so now the next thing that we want to do here, like I was mentioning how to bring in this rest of the piston rings. So we're gonna go ahead and go to insert components, but the little drop arrow here is gonna say copy with mates. So let me delete this one. So it says here which component do you want to copy, and we want to copy the piston ring. So highlight the piston ring, and then down here, up here is gonna be an arrow that says next. Click on that one, and it's going to tell you like which relationships you want, which mates you want to copy. So the concentric, of course, is going to be here for this other section, the inside. Oh, okay, so we're just selected that. Let me delete it. Okay, no, it's already there. Select that one, and then I'm pretty sure for the coincident, it was the bottom piece. You want to say, because you don't want to go to the top. Okay, because if you put the top, I'll show you this one. So, okay, done with this one. Because if we go to the top, okay, if we select the top one, it's going to be opposite. Oh no, I guess I was wrong. Press OK, and then exit from here. Okay, so I didn't, but I like to stay consistent with the work that I do on those. So if I select bottoms, I select all the time bottoms. Okay, so that's how you do the shortcut. Alright, so the next thing, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to use the same process now. So we're going to do copy and mates. So now here we have more than one component. So there we had the piston ring. Here now we have the cap for the connected rod, the piston head, the 3 piston rings, and the piston pin. Press next. Now we have here concentric, width, parallel. These are all the ones that we have. So I'm gonna start from over here. So the concentric is gonna be here. Okay, and then now I already selected it, so I'm not gonna show you. So then now here's gonna be the width. It's gonna bring it down here, and then the parallel should be this one. This mate selection conflicts with existing mates. I don't understand why it's saying that. Like, see how now, I don't know if you can see here, but now these lines are like moved around, and that's not what it should have happened. So I think there's a bug or some sort of um, something happening with my software. Let's see. So so it's weird. I apologize. But if you see how this is weird now, you see that's the reason why it's gotta be. Hmm. I don't know. I'm having trouble with this. See, it's because it's parallel, so it shouldn't be parallel. It should be concentric because parallel is just telling you that it's just gonna be facing up, but it shouldn't be facing up. So that's why I don't like it. Parallel piston head. Okay, there's this one right here. Yeah, it's this one right here. I don't like it. It's not. Shouldn't be parallel. So I'm gonna delete it. Yes. Hmm. Let's see. So mate. The selection that we want is concentric. So let's see if I click this point and if it's gonna differ. I mean, I think it's okay if it comes out. I don't think it should add this mate and over define this. Let's just click that. Yeah, something wrong. So let me Control Z to delete this. Let's see, made, I guess. Mate. Yeah, comment if you guys are having the same issue. I mean, you shouldn't be having the same issue, so. This line. Mm, let me see if I can put the piston ring here. If I put that one, let's put it concentric. I don't know why it's taking it out. Let's just press OK. Cancel. Yeah, so you see how these lines right here come out. They shouldn't have coming out. There should be. Yes. No, it's not good. That's not what we want. And then now this head is flipped the other way. And it's going to be a pain in the butt to remove it. Let's see. Yeah, it shouldn't have been parallel. Let's see how I can bypass this. I'm thinking about what to do to bypass it. But I feel there's something happening there that is not allowing me to get it right. You see, for 1 second, this thing is flush. And then for the next second, it's not flush. I'm gonna just do it here to this one right here. Let's see if I can do it to the, made it to, delete this. I'm gonna, let's see this line right here that we have here. Let's see what it will do. And then this concentric. What? It's working for this one. I don't know why it's working. Why? What's going on? I'm gonna just say add mate to satisfy break. The mates folder has the following policies: mates overdefined. With wow, what? This made this overdefined assembly. Okay, close. Let's press Control Z. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty annoying. But because if we go back to the beginning, that's the reason why we decided to create this one. Delete this one. Let's just make the point. But okay, so here let's check that. See, now it moved. I don't know why it moved when we clearly have it like this. You see, so we have it, and you gotta just be able to create this sketch with this right here and make it concentric. You see how it moved? Like, it's just weird. Let me close this out. Hopefully there was a concentric relationship that was being made. Okay, so it's made now. let's see, let's move the piston now. Okay, so that's what you want. You see, that's what we want. And with this being done, now let me see if I can do it and copy all the mates now. Copy with mates, not the crankshaft. So we want all the parts. This one, this one. Yeah, it's just so weird that I'm having that trouble. Okay, and press next. So now we should go to, this is going to be the concentric part right here. Alright, so we're moving this one. This is the, yeah, I have that concentric. I should be with 2. Okay, that concentric. Now let's go with the width. And I don't know if I'm gonna delete them again because I'm clicking so many things that. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is concentric here. Okay, we've done that. Alright, so next thing is gonna be the width. The width here. Okay, select that. Now the concentric is the one with the line. But let's see if it's gonna give it to us or it's gonna give us a whole bunch. It's supposed to give it to us, but it shouldn't give us no errors. Component has been placed. Press OK. Okay, press OK. Okay, it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working. So okay, so the next thing is let's just hurry up and get it done. So do it to all of them. The width and where's the line? Here, the line's right here for the last concentric. Sideways so you can see it. Okay, press OK. It's kind of like working. I don't know why it was giving me so much pain. I don't know, like like you guys have to suffer through this stuff. But sometimes electronics will not work, and you gotta be okay to like troubleshoot them and figure out why they are not working. But as long as you know the tools that you have to use to be able to perform this model, that's all I care. Alright, so alright, press OK. Let's get out of here. Let's escape. Alright, so let's go back to the screen. So now you see how important this tool is. Um, let's see. I hope they're supposed to be all lined up. No, no. Oh my goodness. Even though that they are how they're supposed to be. So you see how the piston heads are like facing that way? Okay, let's see what's happening here. So it does work for this two, for this one and this one, but it's not giving me a better option. Let me see if I can rotate the crankshaft here. All we have to do is rotate this crankshaft, both crankshafts to like 180. Let's see. It's been so much work and it shouldn't be so much work. Let's see, where can I go to rotate components? Let's find insert view. touch full screen, insert component, see component, new part, insert copy, customize menu, existing part, made, component patterns, smart exploited view, breakdown, motion, new motion study. Yeah, and I was trying to do like the motion study too, but now it's giving me all this design. So let's see if I can put rotate, rotate component. Let's see. Which component can we rotate? Can we rotate this one? Is that how you select it? Uh, yeah. Yeah, well, it shouldn't be like this. Oh, man. I apologize. You know what? I'm gonna cut off the video short here, and I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna create another segment for it. So, basically, all these pistons gotta be in the same orientation. So I'll fix it, what happened, what went wrong, and that'll be the other video for the motion study that we want to do. But pretend the other ones are not there. Let me just delete those ones out of there. Yeah, so let me just take them off. Can I delete this one? Let me check how are they labeled up here. Okay, so that's a pretty big list. Okay, let me let's just figure it out together right now. Control C, Control C. Okay, Control Z. So what we're trying to do is will allow me to even take it out of there. Okay, let's see where we at now. Alright, where you at? Alright, so just by this one right here, we should be able to see where we at. Trust me, it shouldn't be this complicated. Let's see what kind of orientation. So this one is good. Okay. Okay. But I don't understand how come the other one just didn't want to rotate the same way. Okay, so we're good in this one. Let me just check the mate. Maybe this mate that I created here. Not that one, not that one, not that one. This one. I think this one is the one that's messing us up. Let me just fix this one. Delete, delete that one. Okay, so now we should be able to move it around. Get like not shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. Okay. Move the crankshaft out of there. Did it stay there? Let me just delete it. Yes, let's delete it. Okay, so now we're here to float. So the mate And it should have been, which I don't know, it should have worked regardless. So let's go top. Okay, and then that, I mean, it shouldn't have made no difference. Okay. Okay, again, it shouldn't have made no difference at all. Alright, so we should still be good. So let's do this. Let's copy the components again. No, not this one. Copy with mates. Okay, press next. Okay, so now the concentrate. So now it's going to be the width. 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 Okay, we have the width now. What did you do? Where did you go? Okay. Where is this other piston at? Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my program. That's pretty sketchy. It didn't used to do that. Alright. Hopefully yours doesn't really behave that awkwardly. Because it can get very frustrating. And it shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be like, it shouldn't happen like this. It should be super simple. So you copy all the components, all the parts, and then we'll select the mates that we have here. So we want it to be here for the width. So now it changed order, so the components cannot be moved. What do you mean? Select a new reference for each mate or use repeat to use the same reference. Yeah, it should be the same one. This one with this one. Okay, now it's acting. This mate selection conflict with the existing mates. Like I don't understand what the hell you guys talking about. All right, press. Okay, let's just go with the concentric one. Let's just go with this one. Let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of like excuses it's gonna throw us at us. Okay, so we have that now, and it's so far looking okay. Let's go with the concentric of the line. So we have that, and then why do you have don't rotate crazy like that? You scare me. And then let's just do the lines. Now the width. Now is this one's acting up? I'm gonna press check mark. Let's see what it did. Okay, it's somewhat looking okay. Okay, let's just do concentric first. Concentric, and then second concentric. Well, here's the part. Let's move it over there first so it doesn't behave dumb. Alright, then the width. The width made. Here we go. Okay, press OK. Alright, so I just don't like that how we have to keep going. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Thank you for holding on. Here we go. What are you doing? You loading? Okay. You're doing something. Okay, something. It didn't like something, so the concentric 79. Maybe I clicked something wrong. Okay, what are you doing? This mate selections conflict with the existing mates. Yeah, so there's something wrong with my software. Ooh, excuse me. There's gotta be something wrong. So let's just put the width here. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just have to leave it with 3 pistons, but okay, you know, I might exit from here. So I'm gonna leave it with 3 pistons. It shouldn't have been half 3 pistons. Like, this is pretty dumb. So now let's spin it around. Okay, so these 2 pistons are at the same level, and these 2 other ones should have been at the same level too. So like offset by a little bit. So this is what you should have, but I don't know why it's not working for me. Okay, so once you have that done, all you gotta do now to make a motion study, you're gonna go to, let's see, not flow simulation, motion study down here. Motion study, you're gonna go ahead and see what the animation wizard says. Nope, not that the animation wizard. You're gonna add a motor. First of all, you're gonna add a motor. You're gonna tell you like what do you want the motor to be at, and the motor you're gonna put it here. So that's what the part's gonna rotate, and you can put it at whatever RPM speed you want it to be. Let's keep it at 100. Okay, let's do that. And let's see, spring, contract, gravity. Let's see the motion study properties. Frames per second, 8. Uh, that's fine. Leave it at 8. Alright, and then now it's gonna tell us to calculate. Let's see. So once you calculate it, you can now play your motion. Play from the start, play, or just play. Or just, and that's how you basically run a simulation. So that's pretty much it. I apologize for the confusion and everything that happened, and it shouldn't have happened, you know. So we're missing a piston assembly here. I think it's something with my software, and I have to check it out. Maybe I have to delete and install again. So that's what I'm kind of gonna work on. So thank you for watching and hanging out, and comment of how you could have done it better. You know, like it's always good to get feedback to improve. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around and troubleshooting all these things that was going wrong. Thank you. Have a good day.